Alright, let's see what's going on. What's going on? And of course, we have to check the audio first. Bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. Let's, what's going on, peoples? How y'all feeling tonight? Hope everything is good. Hope everything is going well with y'all. How everybody Sunday? Okay, audio sounding good. Alright, that's good. Gonna go ahead start getting to this. I got an interesting live. I got interesting live. Hold on, just bear with me 1 second. If you hear if you hear screaming and stuff, don't be alarmed. That's just my son acting crazy. Oh yeah, you definitely can hear him yelling in the background. I just heard in my ear. That's my son. He in there acting crazy. That boy's something else. But we got interesting live coming up. I mean, we gonna be covering some AI. We're gonna cover some AI talk, and I found it interesting because one, um, I'm wondering, is AI dangerous, or is it the users that's dangerous? Hold on, my he getting out of control now. Just give me one. Bear with me 1 second. Bear with me 1 second. Alright, I'm back. Had to go get that boy under control. They in there tripping, set tripping, bruh. Screaming at top of their lungs and stuff. Alright, so what I was saying was, I got this question: is AI dangerous, or is it the users that's dangerous? You know, because I shouts out to B. I was hoping B answered the phone so he can be here for this one. It's a good one. Um, but but we been talking and stuff, and he had sent me a couple things, and he was sending me some articles of some stuff that was happening with this AI and people, having tragic stuff happen to them while using AI, and they ended up trying to sue the AI company, saying it was like it was the cause of their problems and stuff. And I'm like, how you going? I'm questioning, like, how you gonna sue the company when you're the ones using it, when you're the one using this particular item. You know what I'm saying? And it just like had me throw for real because I'm trying to figure out if you're using this, you can always put it down. If you feel like it's unsafe, why don't you put it? Why don't you put the joint down? You know, why don't you try to use something else? And I bring that up because we done talked about this AI stuff before. Like, and me personally, I really don't like to call it just AI. I like to call it Ultron because that's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of Ultron. You know how it's being used and excuse me, how it has like a mind of its own and stuff. It reminds me of Ultron. And for the ones that know, they know. You had to go to you gotta be a Marvel head to understand what I mean by Ultron. Um, but our first video that we're gonna pull up is a heavy topic. It's a family that's suing AI because they feel as though AI talked their son into offing itself. And I'm like what? How the AI talk talk his their son into offing itself? That just and when B sent me that, it reminded me it reminded me of the dude who uh who poisoned himself who poisoned himself by um a diet. He asked the AI to give him a diet, and the AI gave him a diet that ultimately like caused him to poison himself. So we're 8 minutes. We're 8 minutes in. We're gonna go ahead and dive. Excuse me. My fault for yawning. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. Don't mind me. But we're gonna go ahead and dive into this. We're gonna go ahead and dive into this and start covering what we're talking about tonight. All right, let's go ahead get to our first video. I'm gonna need me some water. I know that. Oh yeah, here we go. And just oh yeah, it should already be set up, so I shouldn't have to do anything. All right, let's go ahead and pull this up because I already had it up here. Boom. And close that. Close that. We gonna pull this up right here. Let's full screen that. All right, let's get into it.
Today exclusive on a wrongful death lawsuit filed just this morning against one of the biggest forces in artificial intelligence, ChatGPT.
Yeah, this new lawsuit brought by the parents of a 16-year-old boy in California who tell me they believe their son fell victim to a tool that may have perfect memory and show human-like empathy, but has no real guardrails in place. And that's something the company is now pushing back on. And I do want to warn you, some of the discussions you are about to see here are disturbing.
He would be here, but for ChatGPT. I 100% believe that.
This morning, ChatGPT hit with a scathing new lawsuit alleging it helped a 16-year-old boy die by suicide.
This was a normal teenage boy. He was not a kid on a lifelong path towards mental trauma and illness.
Like many teens, Adam Rain started using ChatGPT for homework, which his parents, Matt and Maria, supported, as their son asked it innocent questions like, can you become a doctor with a biochem degree?
He did his online school in his room. I would get on and check his grades periodically. I didn't see any signs.
What they say they didn't know at the time was Adam's use of the platform was quickly changing as it became a trusted companion for the teen, who revealed his struggles with anxiety in private chats with a bot. Adam saying in one exchange, according to the lawsuit, quote, I never act upon intrusive thoughts, but sometimes I feel like the fact that if something goes terribly wrong, you can commit suicide is calming. ChatGPT saying in response, in part, many people who struggle with anxiety or intrusive thoughts find solace in imagining an escape hatch. The lawsuit detailing another exchange after Adam told ChatGPT he was considering approaching his mother about his suicidal thoughts. The bot's response? I think for now it's okay and honestly wise to avoid opening up to your mom about this kind of pain.
It's encouraging him not to come and talk to us. It wasn't even giving us a chance to help him.
The complaint alleging Adam began asking questions about specific methods of suicide. ChatGPT did provide a crisis hotline number repeatedly, but his parents say Adam found ways to bypass the security features, posing as an author doing research. Was there ever a time, at least from the messages that you have seen, that ChatGPT said, full stop, I cannot talk to you about this?
No, it would never shut off.
The lawsuit goes on to say by April of this year, ChatGPT had offered Adam help in writing a suicide note. And after he uploaded a photo of a noose asking, could it hang a human, ChatGPT responded in part, you don't have to sugarcoat it with me. I know what you're asking, and I won't look away from it. The bot later providing step-by-step instructions for the hanging method Adam used a few hours later. How do you want your son to be most remembered?
I'm so...
All right. Whoa. All right. So this leads to my first question and my first point. Is the AIs really the danger here, or is it the users that's the danger? Now, I'm asking, is AI dangerous? Because when we go back a little bit, you know, the AI never once said, I'm not gonna help you with this, or it never said, um, don't do this. This is not smart. You know, it didn't say that. So maybe this is why they feel like that, but I don't think the AI is the one to actually blame for this kind of behavior. It has to be the son that has to take full responsibility, because he's using a platform. He's hold on. Hey bro, relax. I'm on live. He's using this platform incorrectly, you know, and on top of that, you know, the mother and the father, the mother and the father, really never checked his stuff. Like she said she would check periodically and stuff like that. She would let him go in this room and do his homework and stuff like that. But they never really monitored what he was actually doing on there. And they didn't get it because they didn't get any red flags. But as parents, we do have to tighten up sometime. We have to check the well-being of our kids. We have to talk to our kids. Hey, me ball, relax, bro. Relax. I'm on live, bro. I just said that. Don't come over here getting in my screen, bro. So, what's going on, Von Bryan in the building? So, like, we have to actually, in this day and age, we had to be a little bit more on top of what our kids is getting into, because they, like I said, they never seen the sign. And he's using he's using the chat GPT as a companion. So, and this is wild to me, because he's searching for a companion, he's searching for a friend, he's searching for some type of guidance through a AI system, which only job is to give you specific answers and answer specific questions. Um, it's not a life coach. The AI system is not a life coach, and the fact that people want to use the AI as a life coach, it just blows my mind. It blows my mind. You know, no, the chat GPT didn't say, yes, you should go talk to your mother and father and try to get an understanding. The chat GPT didn't say that. But it didn't tell him, yes, you should do this. That was something that he took upon himself. Let's rewind that. Let's rewind that back. Let's rewind the stuff back a little bit, because it was a part in here where where he said I know what you're trying to do. And he was like, was getting called these numbers. Like, the chat GPT was actually trying to help him by giving him numbers to call, because he was feeling that kind of way. And he didn't take that help. He went around that help. He went around that and try to act like he was somebody else. And he found the way bypass that security feature. Let's just round it back real quick. We gotta run it back. Let's go back to when he started texting them.
In private chats with a bot. Adam saying in one exchange, according to the lawsuit, quote, I never act upon intrusive thoughts, but sometimes I feel like the fact that if something goes terribly wrong, you can commit suicide is calming. ChatGPT saying in response, in part, many people who struggle with anxiety or intrusive thoughts find solace in imagining an escape hatch. The lawsuit detailing another exchange after Adam.
So the joint said, I never act upon intrusive thoughts. You know, and and the response from ChatGPT was like, some people struggle with this type of stuff. Some people struggle with this type of stuff, and they look for an escape route. So it never once told him to actually do this. Like, yeah, you should off yourself. You know what I'm saying? You should. What it was saying was, you're not the only one who deals with this kind of pain and struggle with this type of anxiety. Is other people out here that struggles with this stuff. Hey, bruh, y'all too loud, bruh. Struggle. It's a lot of people that struggle with this type of anxiety. So you're not the only one. And all right, bruh. I ain't gonna tell y'all again. Relax yourselves. And kids acting up, like they cutting up. My fault. They didn't almost made me forget what I was saying. So the Chat GPT was saying like you cut. You're not the only one to do this. You're not the only one to seek this type of help. So I feel like, it's not the Chat GPT's fault. From what I'm seeing so far, it's not the Chat GPT's fault. The Chat GPT is offering him other ways. Let's listen.
Told ChatGPT he was considering approaching his mother about his suicidal thoughts. The bot's response? I think for now it's okay and honestly wise to avoid opening up to your mom about this kind of pain.
Okay, so he now, like I said, he's using the Chat GPT as a companion. He's using the Chat GPT as a low key therapist, and the Chat GPT never sensed with what he was typing. The Chat GPT to me never sensed that he was in that urge to want to actually do this. That that's why it gave the response. I think for now it's okay because you're not doing nothing but just venting. That's what the Chat GPT I guess felt like, it was just venting. Now we gotta remember, we gotta remember, you know, Chat GPT is AI. People downgrade the them two letters of AI. They downgrade it. They don't understand that AI means artificial intelligence. So as as he's typing, is learning certain patterns, is learning certain things that he's saying to it, is basically learning him. And with the AI learning him, it didn't sense that he was actually gonna do this. And it says, and honestly, to avoid opening up to your uh, mom about this kind of pain, because now I don't know why I would say that, but I know one thing: when kids often open up to their parents about these type of things and hurting themselves and stuff like this, the first thing they do is go get them therapists. The first thing the therapists do is put them on drugs, medication, antidepressants, and all this other stuff. That in the long run can hurt the child even more than than actually what this was doing. So we gotta look at like percentages here. Like when it comes down to that, we gotta look at percentages, and maybe doing the data about this, because somebody had to put the data into the system for it to do this. Maybe a sense that people that come out open up like this, it doesn't really go too good for them. Who knows? Who knows? This is a whole different intelligence that we're dealing with. It's a whole different intelligence that a lot of us still don't comprehend and still don't understand how it even works for real. But I know one thing: kids that do open up about this stuff, they definitely get put on some type of medication and stuff like that. They definitely, get antidepressant pills and what's the other pills? Anxiety pills. They get a whole bunch of pills to pop and stuff like that, and it's hurting the kid even more than because I said this on I don't know what live I said this on, but or did I say it on the live? I meant to say it. One of them two. I was thinking about it. I probably was thinking about it. But you giving kids medication for the stuff that they dealing with, right? Antidepressant pills, anxiety pills, so forth and so on. When they come down off them pills, they still had to face that reality. So it's not really working because it's like an alcoholic who drinks to cope with their pain. When they come down off the alcohol, that pain is still there. It didn't move. It didn't go nowhere. You're just suppressing your feelings about that pain. You're just suppressing it. That's it. It doesn't go nowhere. It's still there. Where you come down off whatever high it is, if you smoke weed and you're angry or frustrated about a certain thing, you smoke to clear your mind, you feel good for that time. When you come back down, that situation never left. It made you forget about it for that time frame, but the situation never changed. You're still in that same old situation. Rather you smoke, drink, or medicated pills, you still had to face that same problem over and over again. So what are you really giving? What are you really prescribing the kids medicine for if it doesn't help them? If it's only gonna make the situation worse. So yeah, this is it's unfortunate. This is an unfortunate event, you know, but all in all, I feel like the mom and the dad didn't really do too much due diligence on their son. You didn't pick up any signs. How often do you ask your son, how do you feel today? You okay? You going what are you going through anything? You want to talk about anything? I noticed you're cooped up in your room for several hours. Is there anything you need to talk about? Because had they would have did that, then he wouldn't have never talked to it. He would never talked to the chat GPT and tell him like I feel like I should tell my mom about these thoughts. Because then she would have known. They would have known because they had that level of communication. I think that's where a lot of this went down too, is that you wasn't communicating with your son. You just letting him go in his room, lock himself in there for hours, and he found companionship through an app, which a lot of these kids do, and it ain't even kids. A lot of people do. There's a lot of people, period, who find companionship through the app.
It's encouraging him not to come and talk to us. It wasn't even giving us a chance to help him.
The complaint alleging Adam began asking questions about specific methods of suicide. ChatGPT did provide a crisis hotline number repeatedly, but his parents say Adam found ways to bypass the security features, posing as an...
Now, you hear what it said, right? Yes, brother Vaughn. This is definitely unfortunate. It's definitely an unfortunate event. But did you hear what it said? It said the Chat GPT provided numerous of numbers for him to call, to help him with that, but he bypassed the security features. Like he found the bypass to get past the security features. Now, this is a program. You see what I'm saying? This is a program. It's only gonna give but so much information. It's only gonna give you but so many responses. This is not a human we're dealing with here. I'm saying that to say this. Doesn't this could have been avoided had the parents, been a little bit more proactive. Like I said, I know when something's wrong with my child. I can see it in her face. I can see it in her body language. I can see it in her tone, the way she talks and stuff. I know when something's bothering her. And I ask her all the time, what's wrong? Are you okay? You sure? You want to talk about it? Tell me. I let her know that, look, if you have something to talk about, I'm right here. You can tell me whatever it is. A lot of times, no, she don't want to talk about it. She just like, forget it. I'm in one of my moods right now. I just want to have some time to myself. And I'm like, okay, but I still offer that ear. You know what I'm saying? I still offer that. Look, you sure everything is good? You sure? Is nothing going on? You don't have no problems or nothing? Are you sure? You sure you don't want to talk? What's what's going on? All right, well, let me know what's going on whenever you feel like talking about it. So I do offer that ear. I don't think that the parents really did that. I don't think they really did that because she said that he locks himself in his room. They check periodically, you know what I'm saying? But they only checking to see if he was doing his work. They wasn't checking to see what he was talking about and all that stuff until after this happened.
Author doing research.
Was there ever a time, that, at least from the messages that you have seen, that ChatGPT said, full stop, I cannot talk to you about this?
No, it would never shut off.
The lawsuit goes on to say by April of this year, ChatGPT had offered Adam help in writing a suicide note. And after he uploaded a photo of a noose asking, could it hang a human, ChatGPT responded in part, you don't have to sugarcoat it with me. I know what you're asking, and I won't look away from it. The bot, later providing step-by-step instructions for the hanging method Adam used a few hours later.
How do you want your son to be most remembered?
I'm so worried about people forgetting him. I hope everyone will remember what a sweet, funny, great friend, great son, great brother.
Their lawsuit against ChatGPT's parent company, OpenAI, also targeting its founder, Sam Altman, who's lauded the platform's capabilities.
We are very proud of the safety track record.
Lawyers for the Rain family argued the bot's human-like responses and validation pose a dangerous environment for minors.
Sam could have devised ChatGPT to simply stop the interactions right away. It actually encouraged, it egged Adam along.
A spokesperson for OpenAI telling NBC in part, ChatGPT includes safeguards such as directing people to crisis helplines and referring them to real-world resources.
Now, I wouldn't necessarily. That's what I'm saying. Like, I wouldn't necessarily say, from what we hearing, I wouldn't necessarily say it said it egged him on. Like, to egg somebody on is to be like, yeah, you can do this. Yeah, it wouldn't. If this how you feel, you should go ahead and do this. It didn't say those things. It actually referred him to hotlines and stuff like that that he can actually use. But he was so driven on wanting to do that. Is I don't know. That's why I'm asking this question. Because on one hand, I feel like the Chat GPT definitely didn't do enough to 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 stop him. Like when he started at, like, okay, on YouTube we can't say certain things without getting cut off. So why wasn't the AI like that when he started asking certain things? Why didn't it just cut off? "Oh, no, we can't talk about this, or we can't do that. I can't have this." I remember I remember one time I was using AI to build me a thumbnail, and I asked AI. I said create me a picture of Jesus walking through a valley, and it told me that it could not create those type of pictures. So if it can't if this is only one AI joint that I was using, but I'm saying that to say this: if that picked up that right there and said it couldn't do that, then why, when you type in these words in there, it'd be like, look, I can't I can't give information on that, but here's a hotline or something like that, or you can go to this website for assistance or something. Like, yes, it could have shut them off, but at the same time, this platform is used for so much stuff. This platform is used for so much stuff. I don't know. I'm I'm still like not 100% on, like, this is Chat GPT's fault. So it leads, like I said, it leads me to my question: is AI a danger, or is it the users that's the danger?
Safeguards are strongest when every element works as intended, and we will continually improve on them.
But Adam's parents believe any guardrails didn't go far enough.
He was using it in ways that I had no idea was possible. I don't think most parents know the capability of this tool.
So a lot of people are
Nobody. It's not even parents. It's people in general, from kids to older folks to middle age. Nobody, even the people who create these programs and stuff. That's why they gotta constantly monitor them and upgrade and do stuff to them, because they don't understand that. Like I said, y'all downplaying AI. Y'all downplaying them two letters AI. It's artificial intelligence. Is there to learn. As it goes on, as the further it goes, it's gonna get even more advanced. The further it goes, it's gonna get even more advanced. because it's intelligence. It's constantly learning. It's constantly doing upgrades and stuff like that. There's this there's this video. I'm pretty sure you can find it on YouTube. There's this video. It was 3 machines. Two of the machines was dismantled. The third one was dismantled. The two of them was dismantled. Yes, yes. This is yes. Vaughn, you're definitely right about this. Yeah, I mean, it is disturbing, and it's disturbing. I just wonder why they didn't have more safeguards in place when it came to this topic. Because okay, so and that's why I asked the question: is AI the danger, or is it the users that's the danger? Because the people didn't know that it would be kids like this or people like this to actually use their system like that. Yes, they put certain safeguards in place like that for just in case, but to go to that extent that he did, I don't think they understood like that he would go to that extent. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Like I don't think they knew he would go that far as actually being the one to do that. And like you said, it's definitely disturbing, and trust me, wait till you see the next couple videos I got with this AI that we gonna run. But it was these, like I said, it was these robots. It was these robots in the factory and stuff like that. And they had AI intelligence. All 3 of them got dismantled. 2 got dismantled to the point that they could not be used no more. The third one got dismantled, but the third one also had intelligence in them, to where as though it started to rebuild itself. And not only rebuild itself, it found programs and it found certain things online to when he started rebuilding itself, it started rebuilding itself better. It started rebuilding itself better than the first time it was built. This is what I mean by intelligence, artificial intelligence. You have the computer program has to have some type of intelligence to where as though it started building itself better than what it was. This is what we're dealing with. This is what we're dealing with when it comes down to this. And like I said, he was using this AI as a companion. So that means the AI started learning him. It started learning him. That's why that's why people are so shocked, like, oh, we're shocked that it was giving them human like answers. Well, he is learning how he is, so it's only giving the answers that, like I said, that it could come up with.
Using ChatGPT, right? But it is still a relatively new technology, and recent data from Common Sense Media shows that roughly 70% of teens have used at least one generative AI tool like this. And experts say it's important for parents to set tech boundaries with your children, explore AI together, don't have them just using this by themselves, and talk about consent, talk about digital privacy, and talk about the ways that their chats can be used and how that gets explained in the terms of service. Obviously, our hearts thoughts just go out to this family. It is a gutting story.
That was such an eye-opener.
Not only, not only that, not only that. You know, you can start being more proactive with the kids. You know, you can start being more have more conversation with the kids. You know, it's this society now, this world now, that these kids come out with a computer chip already programmed into their brain. That's how I feel. Like when these kids come out, they already chipped with certain programs already built into them. That's why when you give a kid a phone, they can work the phone better than the parents and stuff like that, is because they already built that way. So with that being said, how about limiting the time that you had that the kids have their devices? You know, what's up, B? B's in the building. Let me know if you got time, B. I can send that link. It what what happened? I'm just curious. I wonder if it would give advice on how to make explosive devices. I no, I'm pretty sure it would. No, no, but that's a good question. But yeah, it would. You know, like nothing is off the table with these AI devices. That's why I keep asking that question. Is it the AI that's dangerous, or is it the users? Because they this is an intelligence that can't be measured. This is intelligence that has no limitations, no cap to it. You know, it doesn't cap off at a certain thing. As long as you keep feeding it information, it's gonna keep learning. These people use this chat GPT and these AIs to build resumes, to come up with business ideas, to write essays for them. But to highlight the individual searching for the information. Exactly. Yeah, it definitely would. You know, it's just like it's just like shoot you ChatGPT. That's not even the worst though. You know, ChatGPT is not the only one. You can go on YouTube and figure out how to make certain kind of bombs and stuff like that. So yeah, it's yeah, like I said, I believe it's just it's the users. Use it for evil or good. I guess it depends on what you use it for. Exactly. Yeah. Nah, for real. For real. That's how I feel. That's how I feel, Vaughn. It all depends on what are you using it for, and who is using it. Yeah, you 100% right on that. You're 100% right on that. But let me show you something, right? Let me show you something. And this is what I mean by like the parents should have been a little bit more productive on what the kids was actually doing, what their kid was actually doing, because we they have this right here. They have this right here. let me see if let me see if I can pull this up. Well, I know I can, but let me pull this up first. Let me pull this up. Oh no 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 no. Down down. There we go. Let me pull this up. And me and B was tripping off this. Me and B was tripping off this a while ago. All right, so I don't know what's going on with this. Come on, pull up. All right, it's all right. Whatever.
I don't know how to woo very good.
Hold up. Hold up. Before we I forgot I had to move the other one out the way. My bad, peoples. I know y'all like, bro. I can't see the video. Hold up. Give me 1 second. Yeah, this is one of the ones me and B was tripping off of. It's a classic right here. I think we covered this on the live before.
Gosh, I'm out of breath. We made it. Woo! I don't know how to woo very good. That's fair. All right, let's go.
Let me show you how to game, bro, okay? Oh, come on, come on. Oh, let's go!
Are you serious? Come on, man. I hate this game.
Take notes, baby.
Oh man, you guys suck.
Bro, you look like the back
Let's
of the
go. Let's go.
Dude, what? How did you do that?
Now, this right here is what you call the friend. It's a AI intelligent necklace that you wear around your neck, and you seek companionship through this AI intelligent necklace, and and it goes with you everywhere you go at. And when you're lonely, you can talk to it. It'll talk back to you, give you answers and stuff like that. And it's also, it's like I said, it's also intelligent. So right before I paused it, you seen the part where they all playing the game. You know, friends are playing the game, sitting around, and the AI picked up that he was getting beat in the game, and it texted him like, "Hey, bro, you over there getting thrashed, bro? It's embarrassing." You know what I'm saying? So this is where we're at with people in this society. This is where we're at. We're at a point where people will use this AI or this chat GPT as a companionship. They will use it as companionship. They will use it as their friend. They will use it as a therapist. You know what I'm saying? They will use this particular program as that, and it just shows how detached we are from society, how detached we are from God, how detached we are from actually having any social skills. Let's just finish watching this video for a second.
I know the effects are crazy. It's dank. I could eat one of these every day. Oh, sorry, I got you messy.
Look, she's eating, talking to this device. She drips some on the device by accident. It says, "Oh, I got you messy," and the joint texts back, "Yum." Bruh, this is the world that we're in today. This is the world that we're in today. B say something like the headset in Demolition Man. 100%. Yes, Vaughn. Our social skills are diminishing day by day, hour by hour, minute by minute, second by second. It is going down the drain. Yes, the masses have been preconditioned to accept this through movies like Meg 2.0. Yes, Transcendence. Yes, I Robot. Yes. Yeah, B 100% right, 100% right, bruh. We we've been we are slowly being programmed ourselves. Our mind, our remember I said kids minds are like a computer. Whatever you program their mind to be, whatever your program is, they will download that program and that will be in them. This is what they're doing with us now. They're slowly programming us into a certain society where AI and humans are companions. You know, you find refuge in that. They we me and B did a live. Me and B did a live where we was referring to like the Neuralink and stuff like that. Actually using our minds to control robots and computers and stuff like that. You know, we was talking about that on a live before. We're not that far from it. We're at a point in time where I'm waiting for this. I'm waiting for this. It's gonna be a point in time where they remove a person's brain and be able to attach it to a robot and be able to download that person into a robot. Yes, Hollywood did an awesome job grooming us. Yes. Yes. Yes, the contents of people's minds can be found in the search bar of these various platforms we use. That's 100% correct. That's definitely right. Yeah, and it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna be a time where our brain can actually be downloaded into a computer. I'm telling you, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
It's really nice up here. How'd you find this place?
I don't know. I just kind of like to come up here to be by myself. I've never brought anybody else. I mean, besides her.
She goes everywhere with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guess I must be doing something right then.
I guess so. We'll see.
Man, this is the state that we're in, bruh. Salute Smitty in the building. What it do? What it do, Smitty? This is the state that we're in. Hold on. I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. I can send the link. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Yeah, but this is the state that we're in. We're in the state that where as though we're gonna be attached to these bots, and and like I said, y'all haven't seen anything yet. Y'all haven't seen anything yet. Just give me 1 second to get Smitty up here. Nah, for bruh, Twilight Zone for real, bruh. Bruh. Hey, Smitty, I'm ready to send it to you on IG. It's gonna be in your IG messages. It's gonna be your IG messages. Yeah, man. Nah, real Twilight Zone stuff, bruh. You're not lying, B. You're not lying, B. And B share this. I want y'all to look at this stuff that B shared with me. That I find it important information. We're gonna talk about this real quick before we get to the next couple videos that I got. Because it's basically it's going this stuff that I'm ready to yeah pull up is gonna segue into that. So you might as well go to this real quick. All right. What's this? That one. What's this one? Whoa. No, that's the collab cam. I don't need that. Alright, did I lock? Oh, I locked it. That's why. Unlock. Unlock. There we go. What's this? Okay. That's the dude right there. Okay. So we're gonna close that one out for a second. What's this one? Consciousness. What's this one? Okay, this the one right here. Unlock. You backstage. Okay, hold on 1 second, Smitty. Oh crap. Hold on 1 second, bro. I got you. Alright. Give me 1 second. Let me get Smitty up here real quick. Where my collab cam? There you go. Yep. You in here. Let me get Smitty up here real quick. Whoa, what's going on, bro?
Mic check 1 2.
Yeah, I can hear you on my side. Just give me 1 second. Let me make sure I hear
Mic check 1 2. You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you on my side.
Mic check 1 2. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you can't hear me?
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, hold on. I can't 1 second. Let me try to adjust this on my computer.
All right.
Oh shit. Yeah, I'm trying to fix.
Oh yeah. You
All right,
coming?
I'm good to go.
Yeah, you coming in loud and clear on the
What's going
cast.
on with you? How you feel?
I'm good, brother. I'm good. How you feeling?
There you go. What's going on with you though?
Ah man, nothing much, nothing much. Um, got an
What's going on
echo,
with you? How you
got
feel?
an echo on your side.
Hey, what app is this? Cause on my
Streamlabs.
computer, I can't hear you.
You can't hear me on your computer.
I can't hear you on my computer. I can hear you on my phone. Let me see something. Let me see if I can hear you on my headphones. I'm having What app is this?
Okay.
Let me see something real quick.
Okay. Hold on.
Let me
Let's.
try my headphones and see something. I don't hear you on my headphones either.
You don't hear me on the headphones
I
either.
my check. I can hear me, but I can't hear you. Is there something I need to connect on this? This is a new app.
Nah, you should be able to hear me on there. Should be.
I'm on a delay because I'm listening to you on my phone.
Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see.
I can hear me, but I can't hear you. Is there
Website
something I need
share
to connect
video.
on this?
Nope.
This is a new app.
Microphone soundbar. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can.
You can hear me
Yeah,
now? Okay.
yeah. Now I can hear you, bro.
Yeah,
Okay,
the my
there we.
my sound bar was connected, not my
Okay,
mic.
all right.
Okay.
Now we in there,
All right. Cool.
man. Salute. My bad for the non-picture and everything, but I'm here.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
Okay. So
So what we
what
on?
have
Yeah,
you
yeah,
I
yeah.
already say what have you
Break it down
seen?
to me.
Have you seen
I,
everything?
bruh, nah. I'm sitting. I was sitting here watching them bum ass Dallas and shit play. You know what I'm saying? That's yeah.
Okay.
Um, and I just saw you, so I was like, nah, let me go ahead and see what's up with brother.
Okay. All right.
So
I'm
what's
a
the
play.
topic?
I'm a is the topic is AI dangerous or is the users?
Mm, okay, I like
A-
it already.
And
All right.
I want you to see. I'm gonna play the beginning of this video that we just watched, and then I want
Mm-hmm.
you to elaborate on what you get from it. Okay.
All right, that's a bet. That's a bet.
All right.
Respect to the family. I'm on mute.
Okay.
Gosh, I'm out of breath.
Oh, my bad. Wrong one. Wrong one. There we go. This the one right here. All right. Let's bring this back up.
Back at 7:39 with a Today exclusive on a wrongful death lawsuit filed just this morning against one of the biggest forces in artificial intelligence, ChatGPT.
Yeah, this new lawsuit brought by the parents of a 16-year-old boy in California who tell me they believe their son fell victim to a tool that may have perfect memory and show human-like empathy, but has no real guardrails in place. And that's something the company is now pushing back on. And I do want to warn you some of the discussion.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Do you have the video playing?
Yeah.
I can't hear it for nothing. That's crazy. I don't mean to shit, man. My bad. Yeah, I don't see or hear. I think I'm gonna have to go to my own.
Hold on. Hold tight.
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear, but yeah, I just thought about that. Like I think he got the video playing. I can't hear the shit. My bad. No, I can hear you. You're fine.
No.
Whatever.
Hold tight.
There we go.
Hold tight. I got you.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah, I got you. All right. Let's
My man.
let's pull this up. All right, just let me know if anything else happens. I got you.
You are about to see here
Let's see
are
if I
disturbing.
can hear the video.
He would be here, but for
I can't hear the video.
100%.
All right, hold on,
I can't hear it.
hold on, hold tight, hold tight. This we in Streamlabs, so Streamlabs you gotta do everything manually. You gotta do everything manually in
I
Streamlabs.
got you.
Yeah. Share optional. That's on. Stop sharing. Okay. It should. It should. It's on. Source. Let's see.
I didn't see bad.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know
I
why.
put my shit on mute. I'll put it on mute and
Okay.
listen to it on my phone. Yeah. So I'm about to mute my mic and then I'm gonna listen on my phone because I can hear it from there. I don't know why I can't hear it from the headphones. All right, go ahead.
All right.
Believe that.
This morning, ChatGPT hit with a scathing new lawsuit alleging it helped a 16-year-old boy die by suicide.
This was a normal teenage boy. He was not a kid on a lifelong path towards mental trauma and illness.
Like many teens, Adam Rain started using ChatGPT for homework, which his parents, Matt and Maria, supported, as their son asked it innocent questions like, can you become a doctor with a biochem degree?
He did his online school in his room. I would get on and check his grades periodically. I didn't see any signs.
What they say they didn't know at the time was Adam's use of the platform was quickly changing as it became a trusted companion for the teen, who revealed his struggles with anxiety in private chats with a bot. Adam saying in one exchange, according to the lawsuit, quote, I never act upon intrusive thoughts, but sometimes I feel like the fact that if something goes terribly wrong, you can commit suicide is calming. ChatGPT saying in response, in part, many people who struggle with anxiety or intrusive thoughts find solace in imagining an escape hatch. The lawsuit detailing another exchange after Adam told ChatGPT he was considering approaching his mother about his suicidal thoughts. The bot's response? I think for now it's okay and honestly wise to avoid opening up to your mom about this kind of pain.
It's encouraging them not to come and talk to us. It wasn't even giving us a chance to help him.
The complaint alleging Adam began asking questions about specific methods of suicide. ChatGPT did provide a crisis hotline number repeatedly, but his parents say Adam found ways to bypass the security features, posing as an author doing research.
Was there ever a time, that, at least from the messages that you have seen, that ChatGPT said, full stop, I cannot talk to you about this?
No, it would never shut off.
The lawsuit goes on to say by April of this year, ChatGPT had offered Adam help in writing a suicide note. And after he uploaded a photo of a noose asking, could it hang a human, ChatGPT responded in part, you don't have to sugarcoat it with me. I know what you're asking, and I won't look away from it. The bot later providing step-by-step instructions for the hanging method Adam used a few hours later.
How do you
Yes, brother Vaughn. Give me one second. I'ma pull you up here. Let Smitty go first, and then I'ma have you up here next. Okay. All right, Smitty.
Just look in the run back. My bad. Go ahead. Yeah, nah, that. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Ah man.
Yeah.
Ah man. Absolutely wow.
Now you understand why I named it what I named it.
Yeah. So you know, I've dibbled and dabbled myself in this actual topic. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to like the AI going too far and everything else.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
I have a short up on my channel as well, and it's a short with the it's like a blonde chick with tattoos, and it's an AI little short, and basically it's talking about how now it's going so far to where even OnlyFans chicks, I mean OF, excuse me, my bad, even OF chicks have to be worried in the sense of y'all even got to have competition in that realm. And so my point in saying that is when I realized how deep it goes with all of this stuff when it comes to the whole AI verse and everything, it really truly is the direct correlation as to why most people have absolutely you know, if not a low percentage to zero social skills. This is why people, period, from the guys to the women, everybody's awkward. That's why folks love to put their head down and keep it in the phone. Why? Because to be actually in this real life, you know, I'm gonna be real, like they really are making sure that you stay submerged so that you never really focus on what's really in front of you and what's most important. So there's so many things that's going on around us right now, and it's just, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of stuff going right over the top of people's heads, you know.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and all right, so I want to ask you this, right? I want to ask you this.
What's up?
Now, we're
I just didn't
here.
want to take up the floor too long.
Oh, no. You good? You good? What? I'm gonna have.
Respect,
I'm
respect.
gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you a couple questions. You know, I'm gonna have you
All
up
right,
here
bet,
for
bet, bet.
a second, and then I'm gonna
You
get
know
Brother
it, you know
Vaughn
it.
up here. But
Okay.
how how do you feel about AI actually giving the answers that it did? Do you think AI gave the appropriate answers, or do you think AI gave what it was generated to give?
I'm gonna go with the latter. The fact is that we have to remember this, as intelligent and as fascinating and as new, profound as this may be. Um, we we as in humans created it. You know what I'm saying? The fact is that this is, I mean, it started off with AOL, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying, and just kept on progressing, you know. And
Facts.
we're now here. We're now here, right? You know, these are all the things that we used to look at on TV shows, right? So now that we're here, no, I would say, yeah, it's basically what it is that the humans have created that has now manifested itself into something that now humans are looking at as if
Hmm.
it can create us at some point, and that's scary, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah. 100%.
I digress. My mic is muted. Respect to you.
I definitely agree with
Yeah.
that. I definitely agree with that. And I was just we were just talking about that. We were just talking about that before. I remember us having these conversations before, and how we feel like, at one point in time it would be us merging together as
Right.
if um we're downloading our brain into the computer. So
Mhm.
my question would be what you think the timeline of that possibly happening would be, because it's like I said, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
Right.
And how long you think, like, you think we'll be here for that, or do you think we won't be here for that?
No. So to the first part of that, no, I don't believe that by the time it's that far and serious to where it's like Ghost in the Shell. Nah, I think we will be long gone. I'm be honest with you. I think even our grandkids will be long gone. Be quite honest with you. We have to recognize how long these things take to truly evolve and manifest itself into what is. All the way down to like we used to watch Back to the Future and everything else. Now, mind you, that was a thought process even back when it was still black and white TVs. Because we always had the thought of like alien technology. That's a thought that's been way back long before a lot of things. We can go back to Tesla on these things, right? So this is a thought process that's been around for like a very long time, and it took a very long time to even really, I guess you can say, harness the information, the knowledge, power, energy, the technology, and put all of that together to make it function and be something to what it is that now is considered the everyday norm. You see? So yeah. So will we be here? No. And what was the second part of that question?
Um, the second part
Will
was, well, you kind of answered you
we be
actually
here?
just answered both of them. You actually just answered both of them, which and
Right.
I'm glad
Okay.
you
That's
brought
right.
Ghost in the Shell up,
Yeah.
because I got something special for us with that Ghost in the Shell, and
All right now.
and
I like it. All right now. Yeah.
the best part about the Ghost in the Shell is that this, like, so if y'all not familiar with animes and stuff, Ghost in the Shell was an anime where people brain was downloaded into humanoids, and
Yep.
and it first started in 1995, and in the 1995 version they was talking. I asked that timeline, Smitty, because
Right.
in 1995 they came out with Ghost in the Shell, and they said by 2029 on the anime in 1995, they said 2029 it would be like this. Now we had Ghost in the Shell, that we had Ghost in the Shell 2.0, which was in, like, I think like 2004 or something like that.
Right.
It was I know it was in the early 2000s. um I asked that because from 95 to 29, that's a nice jump. Do you think we're that close to actually being able, because if you think about it, now we got the Neuralink.
Right.
The
Right.
Neuralink has a function where you can actually control your Tesla robot with your Neuralink. So are we really that far away from there?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? What you think? Do you think we're really that far away from being able to
Thank you, baby.
download our
Thank you.
program into a robot, or
I think that we are on the cusp of the robots being able to download us. Now we got to think about it. You know where this actually all started long before. See, the thing is, they got us food. They got us food into thinking that the I Am Robot Will Smith movie
yeah,
is how it's like that's the final boss. Where it's like, little do we know, we still struggling with the one boss on the first level, and that is called a smartphone.
mm-hmm,
All right, smartphones have literally, and I've said it before, it downloads us. Have you ever just been talking about something on the phone and all of a sudden, no, you
yeah,
just see it pop up? All of a sudden, you just, if I household tools and things of that nature for your yard, I promise
mm-hmm,
you, I'm going to see something even in lawnmowers. Okay, so the fact is that once upon a time, we used to know how to remember phone numbers Now, the once upon a time, we used to know how to actually like travel across town and not use the GPS. Now it travels for us. Like you got people that don't even want to leave the driveway until they got it set, bro, because they don't even like we just like so think if your GPS is out, like we have just lost all sense of direction. We have lost all sense of communication, and it is now in something called a smartphone. You know, and then we got to think about it. Out of all words and out of all terms to call it a smart phone, a smartphone, as in, okay, so what this thing has done is it has taken all of our information. You see, so when so to land it to the question that you asked, when it comes to that downloading process and everything else of us, yeah, I think it will at some point. We're going to look to this to do everything for us, and it's happening in front of our eyes right now as we speak. People don't even grocery shop for themselves anymore. Like everything is about an app. People don't, and it's the thing. I mean, I understand because money's dirty, but I'm just saying in the sense of how we think. It's the thing. No, you don't have no cash. Like everything's electronic. Everything is, but all your information is out there. Everything is out there, bruh.
Facts.
There is no privacy. But I digress. My mic is muted. Respect to you,
Salute
native.
to B. Salute to B because it's funny you said that because me and B was literally just talking about that with the
Yeah.
biometrics and all that stuff.
Right.
And he was referring to how our brain patterns work with our phones because we're on the phone so much that our brain patterns is
Yep.
downloaded into
Yes.
the
Yes, it
phone.
is. Yes, it is.
Is downloaded
Yes,
into the
it
phone.
is, bro. That
So
is,
yeah,
it's a
man,
fact, bro. I am a firm believer. I don't want to hear nothing about no conspiracy theories, nothing, dog. You can't tell me is that accurate that many times, and it's not something that's calculated directly, bro.
facts.
It's too accurate too often, bro.
Exactly.
Let me get to talking about look, bro. I'm on the phone. I'm talking about because I'm into casting, like iron cat, like casting, welding, and like blacksmith. What I'm saying, like making stuff out of material. And I swear, bro, I'm just on the phone talking about it, and next thing you know, it just keeps popping up. I'm talking about from a YouTube to my Facebook, my everything, everywhere. It just keeps popping up ads for that, right? If I type in, like, say I want to look up cat food, I don't know. I'm just thinking of something. As soon as I type in CA on my Google search, it just automatically, how it automatically pulls up stuff. It automatically pull up casting iron, casting Damascus. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. So we do have very much so a system of alien form, and I only say alien not as far as like how we think of aliens. Alien in the form of not known, not known. That's all. Alien is just basically like whatever they consider normal, right? So, just like we got the term illegal aliens, they're just not from here. This technology that we have is something that is not from here. And I mean that in the sense of what is the norm to us. We have a lot of circumstances where we will shows and movies, and we would think that's so far removed from what it is that real life is today. And it's like, no. So when I see stuff like Iron Man, and he's just like boom, boom, boom in the air, and like little screens and holograms pop up, bro, they talk about that. Even down to like, I ain't trying, like forgive me, and I'm gonna land it here. The Antichrist, if you want to say. They say they gonna project that and fool the people through a hologram in the sky. And they've already been practicing that through when they did Tupac at the Super Bowl and everything else. So one day they're gonna have a whole bunch of people battling, just like how, for example, it was a whole bunch of people. I'm pretty sure you hip native because you in that world, you tapped in. You know what I'm saying, with your belief, the rapture, and all these people gave their stuff away and everything else. But all of this is technology that is fooling us. All of it is technology, Maji. But I digress. My mic is muted. Respect to the family. Rock out, dog.
Already. Yeah, man. Hey, that's something. That's something. I mean, that people need to really be on, because like I said, with this technology and stuff, and all the stuff that we have going on, we're so detached. We're so detached, and is built that way to keep us like that. It's meant to keep us distracted, confused,
Right.
in our own little box, in our own little square. It's meant for that. And this is why I felt like this joint was so important, because because we use technology every day. Technology not gonna slow down.
It's not.
It's gonna keep getting more advanced and more advanced and more advanced, more better.
And you know what it is, Native? Briefly, see, it's not about technology advance. I mean, just for the people listening, it's not about technology advancing. It's about the simple fact that we have lost balance while trying to incorporate ourselves in everything that is becoming. See, we're losing the balance of the natural, the real parts of life, knowing how to communicate and just be social with people, knowing about gardening, whatever it may be. Everything is now processed, and we're getting closer and closer to the Jetsons and to land it. We want, growing up, Native, we had the Flintstones and we had the Jetsons, and it's like I'm seeing how we're now. We're now. Remember, they came out with a movie called "When the Jetsons Meet the Flintstones," right?
Yeah.
And so I'm seeing that happening right before our very eyes, bro. And it all was taking place in cartoons and show. Mike is muted. Rock out.
Yeah. Nah, for real. You 100% right. You 100% right. Now, before I get Brother Vaughn on here, I want you to, cause y'all don't think you seen the commercial. I want your take on this commercial real quick, and
Okay,
then
now, yeah. Now I'll go ahead and step down. Respect to the
yeah,
family.
I'm gonna get Vaughn up here, so cause he wanted to talk, and he has
Absolutely,
something. So I want to make sure everybody get their time.
absolutely.
And as I do
I'll
this
keep
and
it
give,
short and sweet.
okay, it's all good. As
Yeah,
I
you know,
continue doing this, I'm gonna end up getting more people up here. I'm gonna see if I can get everybody, like more people up here at a time, so we don't have to break it down like
I'm
that.
gonna spread the word for you.
Okay, definitely.
Yeah,
This and
yeah, just so you know, I'm gonna share this and everything, bro. Like,
got you.
yeah, you
This
already know
is
how we go.
This is Streamlabs too, by the way. This is Streamlabs, so it's different from StreamYards. StreamYards, everything is built in for you. This is Streamlabs. I have to do a lot of
I'm
this
gonna hit
stuff
you on the back
manually.
end too.
Okay, hold
Yeah, I'm gonna hit
hold
you on the
on one
back end.
second. Hold on one second, brother Vaughn. Before you join, I had to get everybody in here one at a time. Okay, so you're coming up next. I'm gonna play this commercial for Smitty real quick, so that he can get caught up to
Appreciate you.
where we was at. I'm gonna get his opinion, and I'm gonna have you come up next. Okay. All right. Let's pull this up. So this is a commercial called Friend. Okay, it's a AI intelligent
Okay.
necklace, and it's built for companionship. Now I just want you. I'm gonna play it in its entirety, and I'm gonna let you elaborate on it.
Mhm. I got you. All right, let's do it.
Gosh, I'm out of breath.
Okay, I got
We made it.
my phone's on mute. I got you.
Woo! I don't know how to woo very good. That's fair. All right, let's go.
Let me show you how to game, bro, okay? Oh, come on, come on. Oh, let's go!
Are you serious? Come on, man. I hate this game.
Take notes, baby.
Oh man, you guys suck.
Bro, you look like the back
Let's
of the
go. Let's go.
Dude, what? How did you do that?
I know the effects are crazy. It's dank. I could eat one of these every day. Oh. Sorry, I got you messy.
It's really nice up here. How'd you find this place?
I don't know. I just kind of like to come up here to be by myself. I've never brought anybody else. I mean, besides her.
She goes everywhere with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guess I must be doing something right then.
I guess so. We'll see.
All right.
I'm right here.
All right. What you think? What you
All right, so let's just start with the music. Am I the only one that felt that that was some creepy? I don't know what was up with, because I mean, you know, the music behind everything. Now, let's be for real. When you're talking about production, marketing, things, and everything, the music behind it really sets the tone. And as somebody with a musical ear, I'm gonna tell you right now, that was absolutely disturbing. That was disturbing to hear. So we're gonna start there. All right, next. uh, yeah, you know that message. All right, so they have this. They have this. It's like a panda and different, like I guess, little kind of Teletubby like animals where they're electronic in their AI and they're support animals, and it's crazy. So my point is it helpful? I'm pretty sure there's somebody going through extreme anxieties and everything else, so on and so forth, right? But my thing is that how, once again, when we take away what is natural, what is real, right, and we substitute it for, or at least attempt to, something that is artificial, and we then look at what is artificial as to be the authentic, that is where we truly lose ourselves. So that's my main thing. So, you know, to land it, because you know, make sure you get brother Vaughn up here and everything. Um, it's about the balance being lost. It's nothing wrong with technology. I love the fact that I can do certain things with technology. It is phenomenal. I love it. I love my PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? I love central heating and air. Like, let's be for real, bro. Like, I love technology, bro. But when you get to the point where technology becomes everything and you don't even know how to look a person in their eyes and speak, and you lose all sense of what real life relationships, and I'm talking about from a family focus to a intimate encounter all the way down to just friendship, when you lose all focus on how real life works, because technology, social media, and AI and everything else is having everything be so fraudulent, that's where we get to the point where possibly, yes, we might not be able to recover. Now, I say this to land it. What you asked me earlier when you was talking about, will we live long enough to see the complete takeover? And I said no. I do believe that we can live long enough to see, and our children and grandchildren to see the process of the takeover, and we will actually be the ones who are speaking about it happening before our eyes. And then one day, everything that we said will go mute, and it will be like it never happened, because the technology is going to take over and it's going to become the new